Hello divine beings, welcome to Demela Universe. We are Kemet. Thank you so much for joining us. It is time for a tarot reading. Let us see what is in store for us at this time. Beautiful beings, we have a bit of a cold, so we might pause to sneeze, blow nose, any of the above or below, in between, so just bear with us, but we feel we have some messages wishing to come through. We have uploaded a collective message from Source just to give you some insight about what's happening at this time. Remember, beautiful beings, we're really back in the physical right now. We were in that spirit healing, teaching phase in the cocoon, in the beautiful temple of light and healing and knowledge of spirit, learning and really releasing the illusion and understanding how it is to be in that source frequency. And now that we are fully embodied back in the physical, we are what we have learned, we are now applying. So remember not to get distracted by the noise. Everything you learned through your journey, because each and every single one of you had a very personal journey, a very personal experiencing through the cocooning. Whatever you learned there, apply it again now, because now you're applying it in your truth, in yourself, in your power, without any direction from spirit or from anything. There's no external influence. You are now on your own, with your own volition, with your own wanting, applying these energies, applying these lessons, and the changes you seek and the changes you want, they are coming through. Okay, you are doing a beautiful job, each and every single one of you. Just be patient. Divine timing. We are manifestors in the unknown energy, the discovery of source, right? We no longer plan and direct our lives as we did in the illusion. So it's a bit of a different way of creating in the physical. And because we are back in the physical, so embodied, it feels a bit odd. You're more aware of the collective pain and the noise. Release, release, release again. All that you learned during your walk of spirit, apply now as you now claim your beautiful frequency, your creative energy. Okay, let us pull some tarot. Okay. At the center of the read, we have the Page of Cups. Within, we have the Empress. There it is, what you came to bring into this physical reality, what you came to explore. That's what's waking up, right? No longer creating through the condition and the external knowledge and the illusion and by all the information given to you. Now you are creating from what you came through to bring, from source energies, from your pure core frequency. It's gorgeous work, but it's very different from how humans are doing it at this time. So it feels a bit weird being in their world doing it this way. Just keep being there. We are shifting worlds to where it will feel aligned and at peace. It really will. The Hermit in the physical, without. Below, the Wheel of Fortune. Things are gonna spin in your favor. You are creating. You are the alchemist. You are weaving. Don't get distracted by the noise. Release it. Release. Ace of Cups above, crowning. What beautiful spread. And look, the King of Swords. The King of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, your overall energy. You are to embody the King of Swords frequency at this time. King, physical, your physical aspect, your realm of seen, touched, feel, and smell. This physical part of you, the light, is to embody the King of Swords, meaning be one with Source. Don't overthink. Don't get in your mind. Don't problem solve. Don't try to figure things out. Don't try to understand why things are happening the way they are. Just allow yourself to be one with Source. Follow the intuitive promptings of Source. Follow the intuitive promptings of Universe. Meditate, ground your energies, align with Source, raise your frequency, be in harmony. And when you are in that space, it does feel quite solitary, and it does feel like you're almost shutting out the world. And Source is saying, no, don't worry, you're not shutting out the world. You're simply fine-tuning and remaining to the core of your energy while engaging with the world, and it's okay. There'll be moments when you feel you can definitely venture out and be social and interact, wonderful. There'll be moments when you feel you can't do it, you just have to be on your own, wonderful. And more often than not, you'll find yourself in social settings where you can be in your own frequency. Maybe you will sign up for a cooking class, right? So yes, you're around people, maybe 10, 15, 20 people in the cooking class, and yet you are in your own energy because you're focusing on the instruction, you're focusing on what you're cooking. You don't have time to be distracted by people's drama. You are focusing. So that is what you'll be finding yourselves in these spaces where, yes, you are with people, and yet you can be in your own flow. An art gallery, an art exhibition. Yes, you have people around you, but you're there for the art, so you're observing the art. And yes, you might share a word or two with someone, but you don't have to go into their life and their details. There's no need for you to socialize, even though you're in a social environment. And that's not because you're being antisocial, no. You're just honing into your frequency, and should you have someone who's on a frequency match, a resonant frequency, you will meet and you'll have a beautiful, wholesome, source-filled, authentic, present conversation. And it won't be noise, it'll be rich, it'll be love, it'll be free. This is you now. You are forever to be one with Source in the physical, and you're getting used to that way of being. Not overly extending your energy, not speaking for the sake of speaking, not being social for the sake of being social. You're finally learning how to be Source, how to be in your aloneness, in that frequency of Source, with people, amongst people, around people. The beautiful energy you harnessed within the cocoon, you are now applying in the physical realm. So it brings about the Page of Cups, new insight, new emotions, because now that you are as Source, stepping into these spaces, you awaken Source. So you're having new emotions, new ways of experiencing things, new ways of being, new ways of conversing. You're no longer, for example, the art gallery, you're no longer going to the art gallery now to socialize, to meet someone, to see someone, to be there. You're now going there for actually the art, for the energy, for the frequency. So now that you are in a different wavelength of experiencing at that art gallery, perhaps you've been there before, and in the past when you were there before, you were still in the illusion in the mind. But now that you're at Source, you're experiencing a whole new different side to this art gallery, to this exhibition. A whole new different side to this cooking class, a whole new different side to whatever it is you might be inspired to enjoy, to co-create in, okay? The conversations you're having with people are very, very different. It's a whole new emotional energy. We recall, and we mentioned this in the collective reading of Source, we were at a social event last weekend, and people would organically, whoever came up with us, would want to ask us about our past, where we're from. And we have released that past. We're no longer of that past. For all terms and purposes, we were born here in Cape Town as Kemet. We literally were born in a few years ago. Literally, that's how new we are, right? So for us to speak about where we were physically born 37 years ago, that's a past which no longer aligns, and we do not want to regurgitate and replug in those energies. So it's a new way. We felt ourselves, where in the past, speaking of our we were born, felt natural and felt like at ease. Now it feels like a limitation. When somebody asks us about the present, that feels exciting, which is interesting. Where in the past, speaking of the present brought us anxiety because we're running away from ourselves. We prefer to speak of anything else. So it's a you are observing a difference in how you're engaging, in what brings you joy now, in what stimulates you now, in what excites you now, in what you enjoy, the conversations you enjoy having, the situations you enjoy being with, the experiences you enjoy having. They're new. You are tapping into a whole new range of human experiences, which before you were not accessing, and now you are accessing and they are available to you. So embody it, tap into it, really lean into it and enjoy it and discover and be curious. Because remember, they're also learning about you now. So don't be too hard on them if they are, for example, those people who asked us about the past. And we'll tell them, look, we've released the past a very long time ago. We are present, we're current, we're now. The past doesn't exist. And they would say, but isn't it important? It's like, not for us. It's okay if it's for you, but not for us. And we would like you to respect us here where we are now. Okay. And then we began, you see. So be patient with those you are also conversing to, because not all of them are going to get it, because not all of them are on the path you are on. Not all of them are on your evolutionary journey and path, and that's okay. And yet you're still destined to have a conversation, and that's okay, because it's a healing, it's a learning, not only for them but for yourself, and how you engage and how you see yourself. Are you still going to repeat? Were we still going to repeat our old lessons and bring? No. And then we'd bring it back. And even if we did, we'd be like, actually, we don't want to speak about that. And they'd ask why, and then we would share why, and then they'd understand. Okay, so be gentle with this process too. Okay, there's no right or wrong. Just ensure that you are honoring yourself every single way as you really explore these new emotions and these new opportunities, these new experiencings, these new co-creations, these new ways of you which are emerging at this time. Innocence, childlike innocence, right? Within the Empress, this is you ready now to anchor in your true frequency here on Earth, and it's a present, current, now frequency. As such, without, you are the hermit. You're there at source, even amongst people, even amongst, even in social events, even in the gathering of people, you are as source, right? So you are not doing things for the sake of doing things. You're not being social for the sake of being social. The decisions you're making are of your own, okay? You, when we were at that social event, it was a camping, and we were camping with a group of beings, beautiful beings, and we would go on our own adventure still. Even though we were with a group of people, we'd still do our own thing. We'd still make our own choices, our own decisions, not with the group because we have to be in a group. There's no longer that group-minded energy. There's no longer that you're no longer being swayed by the external. You are really doing that which feels aligned with you. So remember to honor that space and honoring source. It's happening quite organically. So it is more you being aware of what's happening, of why you feel the way you're feeling. And that's why source is bringing this message, because it's happening organically. You are not really feeling like doing things that you used to do, or if maybe with a group of people and they want to go right and you want to go left, you're going to go left, and you'll say goodbye right there and then. They might say, but we just made an hour ago. It's like, it's okay, we're happy, we love you, but we don't really want to go right. Everything is saying go left, so we're going to go left, and it's okay if you go right, and it's okay if I go left, and it's okay. So you are really just embracing and embodying what feels aligned to you, what feels at core with you. And you're no longer letting any external influence make you feel guilty or manipulate you or shift you out of that focal centering energy of you, of source, of your highest creative nature and power. All the decisions you're making, even if you're with a family, even if you have a family, even if you have loved ones around you, you are still ensuring that what you are bringing through, what you are expressing, this expression of you in that moment, the expression of you in that physical experience, is the frequency you came to bring on earth. However they receive you at that source frequency. And that's the frequency that now expresses itself in this physical. And however it expresses itself, you're allowing that too, because you are observing the new energy, the new you. You are discovering the newness. You're discovering this frequency you came to birth on earth, awaken within you, bringing through new expressions and new ways of carrying yourself, and new ways of being, and new ways of just allowing and loving and whatever it might be. And you are allowing yourself the observation, the experiencing, the discovering of this new you who is emerging before your very eyes. And below, yes, as you remain in that center point, Source is saying the physical aligns to you, so don't be disheartened thinking, oh goodness, am I always just going to be this lone sailor amongst all of this noise, just, so saying no. As you remain in that frequency, guess what? You gravitate towards others who are the same. Guess what? The environment shifts to where it honors you in your frequency, in your likeness, right? So you are literally shifting by you remaining as source in the physical, remaining as that frequency you came to bring through in the physical. It's this key anchoring point, this pinpoint, like a homing signal, like a GPS, that is now allowing everything to now gravitate and to rearrange and align itself around you. And crowning the Ace of Cups, you will receive those blessings, those rewards. Your heart will be full. We almost made it without pausing. Your heart will be full. You will be blessed. You will receive. You will receive in the fullness of you. And look, this was above and below the mirroring frequencies, right? The 10 becomes the 1. Full cycle, new beginnings. Your heart is full. You are being blessed. You're receiving. You're manifesting. And what are you manifesting? Manifesting physical experiences, emotional experiences, blessings and opportunities that align to you at the center. You're allowing your cup to be filled, your heart to be filled, your experience to be rich, your experiencing and your existencing, your existence, but your existence, your existing, how you exist is full, it's rich, it's whole, because you are allowing everything to align to the source you are. Okay, so be open to receiving you like never before by being you at all times. Because what are you receiving? You are receiving your core frequency. What you came to bring to birth in the physical, you are receiving it now. And it's allowing you to feel full and rich because you are receiving that which honors you at source, that which honors your presence, that which honors your existence. And you're allowing that to be what manifests around you too. You don't want anything else. So you're finding yourself saying, no, I don't actually want to go out because I'm not really feeling like engaging in an environment that isn't awakened. And that's okay. And in those rare moments you feel, yes, something says yes, go. And you step into it. Why? The frequency is where you are at in your energy of source of love. Just keep navigating everything as you feel with your intuition, right? You will know with the cups energy coming out, your Page of Cups, Age of Cups, you will know intuitively. You will know whether it's a yes, a no, a stay, a go, you will know. And just keep honoring that knowing. Keep honoring your core frequency. Keep honoring the source frequency within you. Blessed be.